Good morning, children. So we will have a revision from the business service, that is chapter number 4, and we will see the one of the services that is given in the business, that is insurance service. So we will revise this topic. What is that? What is insurance service? Now, under insurance service, what is insurance means? Here, insurance is a policy that is signed between insurer and insured, where insurer is agreed to pay the loss of the insured when the happening of the event is there, and on a regular premium paid by the insured. Okay, so under this 2-3 words came. First one is insurer. Second one, insured. Then insurance policy and premium. Okay, so who is the insurer here? The company who is doing the insurance policy. Okay, company. For example, if I say any of the company which you see, like LIC is there, SDFC is there, which is doing insurance. Okay, Reliance Insurance is also there. So these are the companies who is known as insurers, because these are the companies who are providing insurance to the general public or the companies also. That insured. The person who is taking the insurance policy or the person who is paying the premium for the insurance, that is known as insured. The person or a company. Means here who is taking the insurance policy. Okay, that person is called as insured. Suppose I have taken any insurance, so I will be called as insured. Okay, and the company who has done my insurance, okay, that company will be called as insurer. Now, insurance policy. This is the written document between the insurer and insured, that is duly signed and gets stamped. Okay, the written agreement. That is the written agreement that is signed by the insured and that is provided by the insurer. Then, what is the premium? Premium is the amount that is to be paid by the insured to the insurer company for its assistance or as its charge. Okay, the amount to be paid. Okay, so premium is the amount paid or for that service or the charge of the service, or you say money for the service. Means if you are taking any service, for that you have to give money. That money is to be taken as premium. So whenever you are giving any insurance money, that money is called as premium. Okay, so amount, that means premium. So insurance company, under the insurance service, these are the very important topics, or sorry, not very important topic, that is the important words that you must understand. So what is insurer? The company who does the insurance. Then insured, person or a company who is taking the insurance, that is person is known as insured. Then insurance policy, that is the written agreement. Then premium, the amount paid or the money for the cost of service. Cost for the service. So one more thing comes under this, happening of the event. Happening of the event means for which you have taken insurance. If that thing is happening, then only you will be getting the money from then only you will be getting the compensation from the insurance company. That will means if you have taken fire insurance and suppose of your factory, if suppose fire loss is there in your factory, then only you will be getting fire insurance compensation amount from the fire insurance company. And if the loss is done by the natural calamity like flood and all, okay, and earthquake is there, then in that case you won't be getting a single penny from that insurance company, because that that event does not happen, means fire does not occur in your factory, that is why you are not going to get any compensation. So make sure happening of the event must be there. If you have taken fire insurance, then the loss of the fire, loss of your factory or loss of your asset must be because of fire only. Then it is known as happening of the event. If you have not, if the loss is because of something else, suppose somebody has stolen something, or flood is there, earthquake is there, landslide is there, whatever case is there, okay, except from the fire for which you have taken the insurance, then in that case there will be no compensation from the insurance company, because the happening of the event is not there. Okay, means fire insurance means fire loss to be there. Now we'll see the other points. So now we'll see the principles of insurance. Now, principle of utmost good faith. It means the insurer and insured must not hide any material fact to the from each other when they are at the time of taking insurance. So it may, because this is the insurance that is contract between based on the faith. Okay, so both must have faith on each other, so they must disclose all the material fact, whatever any hidden facts to not to be there. If it is any hidden fact is there, then in later on cases what may happen, that insurer may deny to pay a single penny, or you can say it may deny to pay you the compensation. So you must not hide any material fact while you are taking at the time of insurance. That principle of insurable interest. So principle of insurable interest means you must have insurable interest with that. Means you cannot take anybody else's property's interest. Wherever your judgment, your legal acquisition is there, onto that only you can take the interest of that property only. Means you can take the insurance of your car, of yourself, of your family. Okay, not of anybody else's family, or you say not anybody else's car or anybody else's factory. Any of them, if you are taking anybody else, means someone's insurance of somebody else, then in that case it won't be there that the company is not going to pay you single penny, because they may say that you don't have legal acquisition on that thing. So make sure your insurable interest to be there. That means your property must be there, of which you are going to take the interest. It is not of somebody else. So without interest, if you are taking insurance of someone else or of a stranger, in that case what will happen? It will be considered as a gamble, and fraudulent activity will be considered against you. So you will be legally charged because of that. So wherever you are having your acquisition, there only you can take the insurance. Suppose like you can take insurance of your child, not of others' child. Okay, or not of somebody else, somebody stranger near living to your house. Neither of your neighbor also you cannot take. So you can take of your own things. Insurance can be taken of your own things only. That. Principle of indemnity. See, principle of indemnity says that when insurance policy is taken, that is taken for the compensation of loss. It is not for the profit making. So it means that to bring the insured to the same, or you can say from back to the financial position as he was earlier before the loss. Okay, so it is not done for the profit. Suppose, for example, if I say, suppose you have taken fire insurance for 2 lakh rupees and you face a loss of 1 lakh rupee, then you will be paid only 1 lakh rupees as in compensation, not 2 lakh, because that they are not going to pay you to the 2 lakh rupees because your profit will be there. So whatever actual loss is there, you will be paid up to that much money only. No profit making is going on here. In this case of in the case of indemnity. So it is the principle of the insurance. So principle of contribution. So under the principle of contribution means, suppose a person has taken one or more insurance for the same subject matter. Okay, suppose if a person is there, he is having factory and his godown is there. In that godown, he has taken 2 insurance. One is from another company and one is from another company. So in that case, when the loss is there, they both the companies will collaborate each other, and then they will pay the amount which is actually lost by the insured. Okay, so there is no place where insured can go and ask separately from each of the insurance company. So it doesn't matter. You take number of insurance policies for your subject matter, but they will collaborate to the actual amount which you are facing the loss. Okay, so in that case, if you are suppose your loss is for 75,000, then suppose you have taken from 2 companies insurance policies from 2 companies like ABC and XYZ. Then in that case, both will collaborate to pay you 75,000. Okay, so you cannot go and ask from ABC to pay you 75, and you will not go and ask money from XYZ to pay you 75. Okay, otherwise you are making profit. So under the indemnity, you cannot make the profit. That is the principle of the insurance. So they both will collaborate each other and they will pay you 75,000. So whatever loss is there, that much amount only you will get from the collaboration, after the collaboration of the insurance companies. So next is principle of causa proxima. So under this principle of causa proxima means the insurance for which has been taken, the event must happen for that thing only, then only compensation will be paid. Means, for example, if I say, suppose you have taken your godown, you have made insurance for your godown and fire loss is there, and you have taken for the fire loss. Then only your payment will be, your compensation will be there from the insurance company, because happening of the event is there. Means that if you have taken fire insurance, if the fire is there and you are having the loss, that is unknowingly fire is there, not intentionally. Otherwise, if they will find that intentionally fire is made, you are not going to get any single money. Okay. So second thing means, if the fire is there, that is by due to short circuit or anything else, then if the fire insurance is there and fire loss is there, then only you are going to get the compensation from the insurance company, because they said that cause of proxima has to be there, means happening of the event must be there for which you are being insured. So if anything else is there, flood is there, earthquake is there, it doesn't matter. Happening of the event is there under the principle of cause of proxima for the insurance company. So this is all for today. We will meet up in the next class. Till then, thank you.